let's say you usually race Formula 1 or GT3 cars and you only want to use 2 pedals and you want them to be centered right in front of you in order to be more comfortable for your legs and you can have your feet straight forward, we can make that adjustment as well. So let's unplug the clutch over here. Fairly simple. And tighten this. And it is really simple. You know, again, you could move the clutch side to side, or if you want to remove it from the interface plate, you can simply untighten it and take it off. That's it. So clutch is off. And now if you want to get this centered, because there are grooves that end over here, you would have to shift these 2 bolts to the left and these 2 bolts to the left as well. So in order to do that, we will remove the brake. There we go. And then put it like so. So you have it with 2 bolts on these grooves and 2 bolts on these grooves. And you can have all this flexibility, all this sideways movement. If you would like the brake pedal to go all the way to the left, then you would have to put these 2 bolts on those grooves. That's maybe too much, so you'd have them too far apart. So this is how we advise you to do it. And again, to tighten it, we can tighten it after we place the throttle as well, just to make sure that it actually does make sense. And you know, before you go all the way on tightening the pedals, it's always a good idea to tighten them, but not too much. And you actually sit down on your simulator and you get a feel for how the position is for you. And that way you can really get the position that you really want. Again, that was very easy, very simple. So you can have them very, very close or a little bit spread apart. Usually what we do is actually having them touch this protection here and this, but again, it's always down to personal preference, and you can get it as you want. In this setup, because there's no heel and towing, we usually go for an installation where both pedals are actually aligned, so there's no throttle further away from you than the brake. So in this case, we would actually align them and then tighten it, and you will get that forward-facing, straight throttle and brake configuration. So now we can just tighten it. And that's how you get from a 3-pedal setup to a 2-pedal setup. And from a 2-pedal setup to a 3-pedal setup, it'll just be the same thing, but in the opposite order.